Hello everyone, this is just a short video of my biocube, and I just want to show you guys this little saltwater aquarium that I started. It's my first saltwater aquarium and I'm very happy with the results of it. I'm actually in college right now, so I really wanted to start an aquarium off on a budget, and I was always scared to start a saltwater aquarium. But I have to say I've spent around $200 to $300 total for this whole setup here, and I think that's manageable for most college students. The main thing with starting a budget saltwater aquarium, in my opinion, is just you have to be patient and look for the deals. I'll go over a little bit about what all I spent on this biocube and what I have running, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. So I'll start off with the main purchase I did, which was the tank. I got this tank used on Craigslist for $60. I've seen them running for more. I've seen them running for less. So you just gotta be patient. I've seen 30-gallon biocubes with tank and stand for $100. Seen that multiple times. So if you want to get an all-in-one system, it doesn't have to be that expensive if you buy a used one. I think new, these run around $200, $300, depending on if you buy the smaller or larger one. This is a 15-gallon. I didn't want to get anything large to start off with because I was new to saltwater and I didn't want to really break the bank trying to set this thing up. I know that everyone recommends starting with a larger tank, which I mean I can agree with that, saying the water parameters are gonna work and stay more consistent with a larger tank. But since I've been keeping freshwater for many years, I thought that, hey, if I do my research and I stick with it, I think that I'll be able to maintain a smaller reef without too much issues. So I got the tank for $60, and then after the tank I waited around for a good deal on some live rock and live sand, sorry. So I went on Amazon and I looked for aragonite sand. Actually, I think it was aragonite or crushed coral, but everyone says that you need to get live sand and live rock, but I have to disagree. I went on Amazon and I purchased a 10-pound bag of sand with Prime shipping for $7. So all the sand in this tank, it's a very small sand bed here, probably less than an inch. Only cost me around $10. And the rock, I actually was looking around on one of the reef pages. I'm subscribed to some forums online. I'm in some groups on Facebook, and I got all the live rock in this tank for $15. I think there's around 15 pounds of rock in this tank. It's a biocube 14, so 15 pounds of rock was more than enough for this small tank. It might actually be less than 15 pounds, I'm not sure. Whatever it was, I paid $15 for it. So if you add all that up, 60 plus 7 plus 15 is what I started off initially. The little power head in the back of this tank here was on one of the other tanks that I had. I wasn't using it. I got that from PetSmart or Petco for like $15 back in the day. But for this saltwater tank, I didn't spend any money on that since I already had it lying around. So those were the main items that I needed for the saltwater tank initially. I started off with the power compact lights that were on this biocube, but that just wasn't cutting it. They looked too yellow and ugly, and I really like the light blue color. Reminds me of the ocean, and I wanted some shimmering. So I needed to upgrade my lights without spending too much money. And I actually accomplished that by looking around online, trying to find the best deals. I know a lot of people, lights are hard to find on Craigslist and use online. So I went on deal and I found this website called 21 LED USA, and they actually had a nice 30-watt fixture that I was able to place in the hood of my biocube. I know that's a horrible demonstration here. I don't know how I can. Regardless, this is a 30-watt fixture that fit actually nicely into my biocube. I'm not very good with cameras, so I don't know how to show it any better. I'll move y'all away from that. Anyway, that fixture only cost me less than $60. I think it was like 40 something, $45, but since I live in Texas and they're located in Texas, I had to pay tax. And I think the shipping was free. So it cost me around $50 for that light, and my corals are thriving with that 30-watt LED stuck in there. There are a lot of options on lights, but that actually worked out great for me. So all those things combined was a little bit more than $100. And let me show you guys what I have set up in the filtration compartment here. So I have my 10-watt heater, or not 10-watt, 50-watt heater. Cost me around $10-15 in this compartment right here. I got just the stock return pump in the third compartment, nothing else in that compartment, and just the heater in this first compartment. In this second compartment here, if I can get this thing open while holding this phone, let's see. Hold up, sorry. Kind of slimy right now. Sorry guys. Let me put this down for a second. Alright, so the second compartment, I just have some filter floss, which I change out, some Purigen, which I throw in there, and some ChemiPure Elite, which I change out every 6 months. So that's all I have in there. The filter floss gets thrown away every other tank cleaning, and I rinse it out every tank cleaning. So I either rinse it out or I throw it away. It doesn't cost anything, pretty much. Just a couple cents to change out that filter floss there. So that's basically all I have running in this tank. I do a 20% water change weekly or bi-weekly. Most of the time, every week I do like 15-20% water change. A little bit less than half of a 2-gallon bucket. And yeah, it's been running well. Haven't had too many outbreaks here. It's been going for 1.4 years now. I think one and a half years, maybe over a year. It's been around 1 year, 2 months. Sorry, I'm trying to remember when I got it. All the corals on this tank are from people from my local forums. So when people are breaking down their tanks or they're selling fracs for cheap, I buy them. I'm sorry, the water got all cloudy after I moved around my filter media, but you guys can see the corals in this tank were not expensive. That frog spawn y'all see here, that's growing nice and large, I actually got this whole frog spawn for only $10, $5 a head, which is great. I was very happy with that purchase. I think it's split into 4 heads now, which is awesome. I have a really great local fish shop that I got these candy cane corals here, and this I guess Favia coral. Those were both $5 each. These glow polyps were $5, which is as you guys know, corals aren't cheap, but I got this cocoa worm here for around $15, I believe. He's doing great in this tank. I know people say they're hard to keep, but he's doing great. I got this little frag here, I think Alexia coral, for $5. I got all of these shrimp. I got these for free from a local person on a fish, one of the fish forums here. And all these other corals I got from my local fish club and from people on forums. I got some green star polyps, some Recordia, some more mushrooms, and some Kenya tree that came with the live rock. So all in all, that's my little biocube here. It's a budget reef, under $300. My clownfish were $15 each. I mean, if you guys really want to start a saltwater tank on a budget, it's doable. You just have to take your time and look for the deals. I'm really glad I started the saltwater tank, and I'm looking forward to see what happens with it, but it's been over a year now and it's running great. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks.